little less noise if we go down here. But I wanted to talk about bike maintenance. Make sure that you're keeping up on it. You know, some of y'all getting new bikes. Make sure that you're checking them out, making sure that they were assembled properly, everything's tightened down. Safety first. I was recently, last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I was doing some bike maintenance on the Giant. I needed to do a brake bleed and check the tubeless sealant. And it turns out that my sealant had dried in the rear tire. So I just went ahead and replaced the sealant in both. And after I'd done all that, I was kind of itching to go to the trails. I got on Facebook to look at the trail conditions page. We've been getting a lot of rain. Not heavy rain, but enough to where it has a negative impact if you ride the trails and they're muddy. And I got on there and a post caught my attention. Put a screenshot of it on the screen, but there was a post that somebody had bent their cranks. Both of them were facing downward, and he was asking for help with that situation. If anybody had tools and stuff like that to help him. And I commented, I said, I've seen this one before because it happened to me with these IXF cranks. They've got a, you know, the cap that goes in. It's like a compression cap to bring the cranks together. And I had lost that, and my pinch bolt came loose. And I showed him a picture of the 19mm bolt that I had ordered for the IXF cranks. And I said, you probably just need one of these and a set of Allen keys to get yourself back in business. I told him, I said, if you were a little bit closer to where I live, I'd say bring it over and I'd look at it. Turns out he lived about 5 minutes from the trails that I like to ride. And I was already going to go up there, so I told him, I said, I'm on my way up there right now. So he agreed to meet up. I brought the tools and stuff. And I rode a couple of the trails there, and then he said he'd be on his way. So when he got there, we looked at it. Everything fit. We were able to get his cranks back in shape, and I told him to ride it around and kind of give it a little bit of stress, jump up and down on it. Everything seemed good. I said, you know, just make sure that you're keeping an eye on that, make sure that it doesn't come loose again. So hopefully he's still riding without any issues. Sometimes you can get through on this little path here. It looks like they recently cut the grass here. And then other times you can't. So we'll see if we can get all the way through. Like nobody's here, so just ride around. Try to avoid the mud. Whew. Put it to standing room only. I don't know if that was worth it. That's the view of it. It's pretty tall. It took forever to get up there, but only a couple seconds to get down. I really wish my shifting was acting right. Seems to go. Might be locking out on my limit screw on the top gear. It's going, but then it falls back down. But I feel a lot of resistance here at the lever. Make sure this doesn't seem to be mud. Not tacking to my tires. There goes my go shifting again. My shifting needs to be fixed. It's already annoying me. Good bit of rocks here. Oh, rocks there. Those look too big for me. After a while I had to quit, go back to the truck, put a beanie on, just so I could get rid of the head pressure from that coldness. So this is pretty steep here. Probably drop my seat post. Ooh, slip out there. See if we can't get back up it. I'm in a pretty low gear. I have to. Oh, I didn't bring my gloves. I feel like I'm always forgetting my gloves. I like coming over here because you can kind of just fool around, test out stuff, get a feeling on your bike, see if anything's going wrong. So like if I would have took the AXUM to the trails, would have been having shifting problems and everything. So it's nice to have these little areas kind of available to kind of test out different stuff. without, having to drive to the trails or deal with the people on the trail. Almost lost traction there. Overall, the bike is super silent on all this chunky stuff. I don't have a lot of noise coming from anywhere. The chain is pretty quiet. Got that lizard skin down there, protecting the chainstay. I've got my cable housings up here, zip tied together, nice and neat. They're far enough out to where they're not going to rub the frame and rub the finish off there, so they're not banging against anything. The only thing that's making noise that I can hear is the brake levers, and that's because they're slightly loose. See if I can show this. They're slightly loose in here where they go up and down, you can hear them. But other than that, everything's pretty much keeping quiet, which is nice. I don't think I've ever had chain drop on this bike. I have had a chain, wait, that might be not true. I might have had one. No, that was on the GT. I had a chain drop on the GT after I converted it to 1x. And ooh, this is tough. After I converted the GT to a 1x, I had a major chain drop. And the chain got stuck between the chainstay and like the cranks or the chain ring. Got a big old gash in the chainstay where it happened, so that's where I had a chain drop. Had plenty of chain drops on like the stock bikes before I changed anything out. But ever since I've done any of the upgrades to any of the drivetrains, I haven't had any real issues with chain drops. So this group set does have it's the Shimano, and it's got the clutch derailleur, and it keeps it pretty quiet back there. Pretty good. It's just the way it changes. I don't know if the dog starts barking at us. Look at those moths. This is a lot better going back. The wind is pushing us, not pushing against us, and it's slightly downhill, so we're going pretty good at speed here, even though the grass coming up was a slog. Not a bad little ride. Had a little